For my January part of my calendar, I wanted it to show the beginning of the year, and the beginning of the year is winter, so I wanted to show a picture with some snow in it, but I also wanted to emphasise it was the beginning of something by showing the sun in the back from the sunrise, which is the beginning of the day, and I managed to get the shadows crawling across at the right time to make such a nice picture. For the February photograph, I wanted to show it was the end of winter. I did this by getting a photograph that had the snow slowly melting from it, and I decided to do this early in the morning to get the nice shadows across the pathway to give it a better effect. And I made sure all the lines led up to the soldier in the centre to help give the photograph more professionalism and depth. For March, I chose a nice sunny picture as it was the beginning of spring, and I wanted to emphasise that in my photograph. I did this by making sure I had the sun in the picture, which you can see by the lens flare, and I wanted to show the shadows going across the path and show all the green, which signifies spring, as when the first thing you think of in spring is the grass, the trees, the dirt, everything nice that comes with it, and I wanted to show this in my photograph. For April, I wanted to show, even though we are in spring, we're not out of winter yet, I wanted to show this through the effects it still has on us. Like as you can see, the rain that has hit this old footpath, though sunny, it has still got a bit of rain and a bit of mud on it from the cold weathers that we just had. But I wanted to show that the sun and the shadows, we are going to get out of it still. For May, I wanted to show spring at its finest, so I chose all these greens which remind you of spring. And I also chose the nice little crawling canal, because when it's hot, the first thing you think is water, and I want a nice relaxing picture for this. Something calm and cool to help the audience feel more relaxed with it. For June, I wanted to have a nice bright picture as it is the beginning of summer. I chose to have it in the woods with lots of sunlight and shadows. The sunlight is very bright as to show the beginning of summer. The shadows are there to show a place to cool down so the audience can relate to the picture more. For July, I wanted to show off the sun a lot as it is now the middle of summer. I did this by having a tree in the centre of the photograph and lots of shadows on it showing off the sun. Meanwhile, I have a lot of greens and a lot of trees in the picture to help emphasise the summer feel. I used the shadows to my advantage, making the tree look a lot more better and more professional. For August, it is now coming to the end of summer, and I wanted to show off the last bits of summer we have, so I had a lot of greens in the picture from the trees, obviously, and I made sure to have a nice picture of a river next to it to show the cooling down and, show off the kind of end of summer to the winter by showing off some cold in this picture, while still having some of the nice parts of the hot in it. As you can see, it is still quite bright out and there's lots of trees thriving, and summer, although close to an end, is not quite there yet. For September, I wanted to show that now summer is over and we're slowly going into autumn. To show this, I wanted to show some of these plants that you can see, which are slowly dying off on. This is to show that autumn is starting and eventually everything will change, from the trees and the leaves all dying to the weather changing. I want to show this in this picture. For October, in the calendar, I wanted to show off Halloween, celebrated commonly throughout the month. I needed nice oranges and a scary setting, so I chose an alleyway not very often used, and some nice orange leaves to go with all this, which is seen throughout the picture to give a nice scary atmosphere. For November, I wanted to show a nice scary atmosphere because of October, but also to show that autumn's slowly becoming winter. I showed this with a picture with the nice lights, but which are quite soft, which kind of show a cloudy vibe outside, and some nice orange leaves signifying the trees are still dying and everything is still autumny. We're slowly shifting into colder weather, as can be seen through the light. Now we have December, which is obviously the month of Christmas. So throughout this I have a lot of snow with some nice shadows going across, signifying the end, as this picture was taken quite late at night, obviously before the dark. I took a picture of the snow to signify Christmas, and I used all the colours that signify Christmas, with green for the trees and red throughout the decorations, the lights and everything associated with Christmas through this. I also made sure that I took this while there was no one who trod on the snow, to make it all look fresh and crisp, to give a nice end of the year feeling.